Obligatory sound check. Obligatory sound check one more time. Oops, everything going? Is everything moving? Stream says alright, can't see it on my phone. There we go. Is everything going? Is everything moving? Okie dokie. Yep, we're live, we're good. So, where are we at today now? So, welcome back. Is it Thursday? Don't know what it is. It's Thursday, the 8th of August, 2024, and we're back again. So, we're still on the site build for my personal brand site at the minute. So, we're still on the build for that. Today, kind of taking a break from some of the coding aspect and focusing on content is king. So what I wanted to do with this stream was get through a little bit more of the content sections on the site and just basically put a little bit more focus onto that rather than just kind of trundling along with more coding stuff. We got it to a decent working state. Let me just get it up and running again. So I'll get that running. Yeah, so we got it to... I ticked up a couple of these from last time, so ticked off scaffolding out templates. We've kind of done that. Newsletters added in. Sitemap is done. Revisit sitemap, real content added. We'll have to come to that. In fact, let me just unindent that because it's a little bit... It's related, but it keeps trying to put it as a thing. Okay. And then I guess we want to sort of come back and revisit like Tailwind for theming and all that stuff and like the header component. So not everything is kind of done, but like, you know, a lot of it is in place now. So we've got the basic site scaffolded out. We don't really need to kind of work on that too much more from here. Like, I mean, I think what we'll kind of do is like, it's like the way I compare it is CSS Zen Garden. So we've got our beautiful HTML and we've got our beautiful web page all set up really nice. And from here, we can kind of do what we want with it, like theme-wise. We've got the content and the structure of the semantics of content in place. So in terms of like theme and how everything looks from here and stuff, we can like kind of just mess with it to the nth degree and make it look, a little bit nicer, here and there, change the sizing on things, make things stand out a little bit more and stuff. But but the idea being is we've got all the structure here now. Looks and feel can kind of lay onto the top of that without having to change semantics. So ZSSN Guardian, if people don't remember, this was a beautiful site back in the day, showcasing how the same HTML page can be styled so many different ways with just CSS, no kind of HTML modifications needed, just a good structural HTML page. If I look at page source here, it's got it's got very basic setup. It's nothing fancy. Because if we look at the other page view source, you'll see they're exactly the same. No difference. Only difference is style sheet. So we can get our look and feel from afterwards, and we can change things quite drastically. So that's the idea. Yeah. So today we're going to focus on content, and I'm going to be a little bit quiet on some of this sometimes because I'm going to be thinking quite a bit about the content of each page and what it means and what it's going to have. So the sections I'm not going to really kind of cover are the newsletters and projects, because probably going to have another stream for coming up with project ideas that I want to kind of do throughout the year. So I want to use some new languages like Go and Python, maybe some other backend like frameworks and stuff, but I'm going to kind of stick to like a good middling of front end and back end. There are some back end projects I want to do just because I want to skill up in that area, and just kind of bring you guys along for the journey. Hi, so Julie, you all right? Good to see you again, man. And yeah, the front end projects are going to be like React challenges and things like that. So we'll do a whole stream where talk about like what projects and what like challenges we want to kind of like take on, because I got loads of ideas. Probably just kind of have a big brain dump of like content ideas maybe on one stream, and just try and shuffle things around and organize things. But so the sections I'm going to focus on today, content wise, this is going to be the bulk of the focus. Is I'm going to focus on the homepage. There's not a lot to be said for the homepage because there's newsletters, and I haven't fully written all the newsletters yet. But just generally like around the copy, so like the mission statement, I need to put embeddable there actually for YouTube. This is kind of good enough. It's only going to have a video below it. Some of these like titles, the About Me page, having a little bit more on that. Like the Now page, really kind of flesh out like the Now page. I want that to be similar to my GitHub sort of README a little bit. I have to kind of update this quite a bit. Some people got nicer README profiles. I want to kind of like touch up mine a little bit more. So we're just going to focus on these two sections of the homepage, I guess. Some titles and stuff. And then maybe we might get into part of what we're going to be doing next week, which is kind of bringing a little bit more personality to the site and stuff. So got a new branch for content and form. Added the newsletter embedding. So we're not going to really need Tailwind and stuff like that this week, but I'll kind of keep them up there for now. And let's kind of get into it. So starting with the home page. So this is kind of going to evolve over time, but the main message I want to, in fact, best thing to do is always kind of just like do the word vomit, get the word vomit out, and then refine from there. Whose quote was it about? To write is human, to edit is divine. Who said that? It was Mark Twain? No, Stephen King. Yeah, so to write is human, to edit is divine. So get all the word vomit out and then kind of make it make sense. So on the homepage, I want to have a really clear value statement for the newsletter here, and a brief description of like what they're going to get. So for me, the newsletters, I'm going to be kind of like finding my feet a little bit, but content's going to vary between content around specific tech things. So whether it's like React or Next.js, Go, Python, whatever we might be doing at the time and stuff, between specific things like that, and then more things that are just kind of like things that are just about, you know, me on my mind and stuff. So they're not always going to be the main themes really are going to be tech. So like, you know, React, Next, JS, Tailwind, JS, CSS, just web in general, maybe Go, Python, you know, just stuff. Those are kind of like the tech themes, and then there's going to be themes of like career. In fact, let's go back to the mind map. Wrong one. So this was the positioning statement that we did in the first stream. So I help mid-level engineers to improve their technical and soft skills so they can reach the next level by creating and sharing content that helps them broaden and deepen their skills so that they can build genuine confidence and belief in themselves through evidence. So the other things I'll be talking about is like career, both for beginners, mid-weights, you can spell mid-weights, soft skills, because that's the thing most developers sort of tend to lack. And then there's going to be just general sort of thoughts for life and the industry. So it's going to be focused around like these sort of like three areas. These tend to be the things that kind of crop into my train of thought when I'm coming up with content ideas. So here's my whole bunch of content ideas that I want to like cover. Some of these I need to like flesh out a little bit more, but some I've kind of written whole notes around. So sneak peek at one of the newsletters is going to be coming out in the first ones. It's like coding projects, bloated workflows. Thanks JavaScript, that was a funny trend that I'd seen going around. Everybody giving thanks to like JavaScript for all the nice things they have. I thought it was quite. Some people are being sarcastic, but I think it's quite wholesome. We can do it. Running my marathon, that was a big one. To just kind of do a wrap around that's more generalist. Speaking generalists or specialists, and then all these sorts of things. So yeah. Oops. So in fact, let me just dump in like some of these ideas. So stream ideas. So we're going to have a stream going over big brain dump. Mind map of projects challenges. Whoops. Challenges to do. Helping squashing viewers bugs. What did I need to put a reminder? Then something comes to mind. This is the kind of thing that's going to crop up. Let me move it down for you because you can't see that with my head in the way. I have to make my head a little bit small so you can see a bit better. Stream ideas, yeah. So a big brain dump, mind map of projects and challenges to do this year. Programming, languages, etc. What was the other thing I need to remember then? It just came to my mind. Wasn't a stream idea, it was something else. What was it? Oh, my mind's gone blank. It was around content. Oh yeah. So yeah, like tutorials to watch. Oops, watch together. CS50 networking. Oops. Etc. So it's like tutorials to watch together. Try and make it a bit of a challenge. Tutorials to watch together. So like coding / project challenges. That's the stuff I'm sort of like thinking about. Yeah. So coming back to the content, I'm getting distracted again. So ideas. So got plenty of ideas then. So coming back to the newsletter. So these are the sorts of things I'll be like writing around. So how to summarize that. So I'm thinking things like, give this a bit of a space. So I'm thinking things like I'm just gonna, it's always better to just like blurt out the ideas on filter. So growth tips for the healthy. Growth tips for the healthy developer, weekly growth for the long game developer. So kind of having like the ideas around like these topics. So it's obviously going to be developer focused, but it's going to have a mixture of generally people orientated and stuff. But some people might be able to, some people will get a lot of, benefit from just these two sections of stuff that aren't devs, but it's going to be in the software space. It's going to be revolved around these and stuff, so like intertwined. So, tech. I'm gonna come up with at least like 10 different sort of like headings, so we can get the best sort of like theme going and stuff. So like weekly. I don't want to kind of like sell anything that's not gonna hit the mark. I want to make sure that it's, you know, going to deliver on the value promise basically. So growth tips for the healthy developer, weekly growth tips for the long-term developer, secrets for the healthier, but secrets for healthier, wealthier, long-term developers. I like that one actually a little bit. I can maybe reword it a bit. So it could swap things in and out, like, so that could be secrets, so that could be tips, so that could be, so like knowledge is another word that's coming out, so knowledge. Or wisdom. I'll just get, I'll write unfiltered knowledge for the healthier, wealthier, long-term developer. Wisdom for the healthier, wealthier, things like that. Growth tips for the healthier developer, weekly growth tips for the long game developer, secrets for healthier, wealthier, long-term developers, knowledge for the so the other thing that's all like revolving around is like weekly learnings. Things like that. Weekly developer learnings that will save you time, money, and your sanity. So of all the ones that are there, I don't like that one. Weekly growth, it's not about just growth, so secrets for healthier, wealthier, long-term devs, knowledge for the healthier, wealthier, long-term developer, wisdom for the healthier, wealthier, happier developers. I like these. Level up your developer career. That could be more of like the description. Weekly developer learnings that will save you time, money, and your sanity. I think the one I like most so far, so I like this one the most at the minute. Knowledge for a healthier, wealthier, long-term developer. So benefit a weekly news from weekly newsletter from me, pictured right for software engineers slash developers that want to grow. Yeah, my past successes and failures, so you can get ahead of the rest. How's that look on page actually? Oh, took out that stuff. Isn't that supposed to be tucked in? Hold on. That ain't right. What's going on here? Take me back to this. Right, let's get this fixed up. That shouldn't be like that. Right, slug. Oh, that didn't work. Why is that like that? I made it in the right bit, so yeah. pulling in the image. That's better. There we go, got it. That's better. How's that look? Let's add the pros. Yeah, that's much nicer. I'm going to take all this off because anytime I'm using typography, I'm just going to get rid of that stuff. So space Y2, going to get rid of that because he's going to handle it. Yeah, much nicer on the spacing. Way nicer. That's me on the right. A weekly newsletter from me, pictured right, for software engineers / developers that want to grow. I share my past successes and failures so you can get ahead of the rest. Yeah, that's looking a bit nicer. I think that's good for now. The only thing is when it's on mobile, it's not going to be on the right. Wonder if I could put a I've got to get rid of that part. Might be this is a little bit unnecessary. But what does Justin Welsh say on his thing? Not about me, so get rid of that. Okay. I'll do for now. Can always work on a messaging as we go. So the about page. This is where all this stuff comes in very, very handy. So now I've got something to refer back to that's very, very solid. It's like Justin Welsh's website because he's very clear. Even the about section is not really about him. It's still about the other person. So a short story about him, then about what he writes about, and all that. So every point he's pointing to people to subscribe. So I like that for now. So let's go to the about me. So the title. So we're gonna have two things. We're gonna have to have two things. We're gonna have to have description, title, and meta title. So meta title. Unless am I meant to be using the front matter for these things? Actually, hold on. That's true. Yes, front matter. at the back windows. Hold on. Oh, there. Create a new file. It's going to be full meta title.ts, and it's just going to const full meta title equals. It's going to take the title string. It's going to give you back whichever one had it. This one. Let's get these sorted out. So the layout does not have it, so I'm going to add it. Get rid of these because we're not actually using these, just realised. Oops. Not components. Projects. Project and newsletter are not being used. Delete. Only ones that are being used, layout and page. Come back to that. But the two layouts have been given that. Okay. So the about me, so it's missing this. Set time so stay on track. Clock 30 minutes. Oops, not 30 minutes. 60 minutes. Let's bring up the now page as well, just because I'm thinking about it. So really is what I'm doing now. Kind of just basically flesh out my ideas around the description a little bit, so if this kind of like inform the content of the page as well. So I'm Liam Walsh, a software engineer, badminton fanatic, and it's not growth, it's sort of I got my bio because this should very closely match up. Yeah, it's a bit weak. So I'm Liam Walsh, a software engineer, badminton fanatic, and let's see if hold on, let's see if the typography plugin's got any more typography, you know, like spacing things in it. leave it like that for now. Come back to the styling in another time. Just focus on the content because I'm going to run out of time. So I think it's a decent description. I am Liam. I help software engineers reach their full potential. So the sections that I want to have in here, we've already got H1s, H2s. So the different sections are going to be, what's a good format? So my story. So how did Justin Walsh put it? Justin Walsh. Another one is Ali. Oh, does a good job of so brief story. I just shouldn't put it so. All the newsletters, so 4 sections like that. So my story so far, what I write about, don't need to know the rest of the, nobody's that interested, so. Okay, I'm going to keep it simple, so so 4 different sections. So section times 4. Spread these out a little bit. Is that going to keep all the formatting? I hope so. Let's just make it a little bit worse. Let's get rid of these section bits. Quite chunky that. I might redo that. So I think if we had we have to make a channel trailer, really, aren't I? Yeah, it's going to be need to do at some point. Paid for that and stuff, but more generally. So YouTube trailer tsx. So const YouTube trailer equals that. Update the homepage of that as well. I forget how to do it. So CSS responsive YouTube embed. Oh, in fact, hold on. It's tail. What am I doing? Is Tailwind got something? Tailwind responsive YouTube. every time it comes on, it's gonna be whistling. Oops. Yikes! So in fact, was it LG? LG Max W dash. Well, let's not put that restriction on that. Let's put that over the whatever's containing it. So always in the middle. Whoop. Be like that. Okay, so I did that. That's nice. So about me again. I think we're gonna have to have something added to the pros thing. That's not it, Chief. Right, let's get back to just writing the content. Got a feeling we're going to stretch into next week at this rate, but never mind. Has to be this way. Okay, so my story so far. So I guess it's all like brief. Want to touch on finding my way in. Ooh. What sort of tech companies I've worked with. So my sort of wake up call in what year would that have been? It would have been 2018. 2018. What I do now. Like link to now page. Stop drawing them up. Okay, let's put things around them. That's going to be this section and this section. So what I write about. And then I'm going to give a list of how many topics we're going to sort of mention. We sort of mentioned it before, didn't we? Like, let's say 6 for the think of it. So, it's going to be software engineering. It's going to be what we basically all the stuff we highlighted before. So maybe software engineering. Go back to my thing. So put this down about what do I write about? Pillars of content, wealth and finance, self-improvement, software development. So those are the 3 things. And in the homepage, where do we put the weekly knowledge for healthier, wealthier, long-term developers? A weekly newsletter for software engineers that want to grow. thinking whether this kind of going to need to be a different section. So most things are going to be software engineering, personal growth, health. Health and fitness, personal growth, health and fitness, wealth, and software engineering, personal growth, health and fitness, wealth, and so I'm just going to put a little brief thing under this so that I don't forget to put it down. So software, so this is going to be like, whoops. This is going to be things like business growth, self improvement, challenges. What's the other thing? I need to remember that as well because I just started writing it. What was it? So health improvement challenges. Mindset, motivation, productivity, consistency, self-improvement challenges, mindset, motivation, productivity, consistency, stoicism. So it's going to be like React, Next.js, Tailwind, JavaScript, TypeScript. And then it's going to be things like workflow, teams, career, stuff like that. So it's going to be things like that. So wealth, just try and capture which things are going to be covered in what. So software engineering, personal growth, health and fitness, personal fitness and wealth. Yeah, so that'll kind of cover all that. Yeah, so it's going to be a message on like kind of selling a newsletter here. I've not been as efficient as I would hope to have been with this, but it is what it is. It takes a lot to kind of think around the content that's going into your website and make it user centered and really kind of hone it in. There's a lot of distraction like in here. This is going to take a little bit of time to flesh out. The now section is going to be very small at this rate, so the now page is going to be let's come back to this. And now so I'll come back. I'm getting distracted now. I'll come back to the about page, this section first. So about me. So my story for so far. Yep. Why I write about software engineering. So he's going to link off to different sections of the newsletter, where I'll probably have a filtering for this page. Does Astro have a JS link to taxonomy? I'll figure out how to do a filler page at some other point, basically. About 10 minutes left. So I'm going to try my best to get through some of this. So my way in, so it's going to be multiple paragraph tags, I think. So what are the people? Very brief. Ali Abdul. Very brief, so I don't want to go into like too much. Oh, I always find like writer's block in this. So finding my way in. So I don't want it to be a long essay though. I want it to be very, in fact, you know what, to keep it succinct, let's make sure we just keep it to one paragraph per section. So finding my way in, it's going to have a section. It's going to have a section. And it's going to have a section. I want to keep it very, very succinct. So more there's going to be to read, there's more chance for people to just go like, not for me. So let's just get into it. So to write is human, to edit is divine. So let's write. So finding my way in. So I've always been I'll come back and edit these, but that's a good sort of like intro to that. I got a feeling my time's going to be up soon. Got 3 minutes, so I think I'm just going to end it there for tonight. Made some good progress, but need to be a little bit faster. And this is the thing we're going to be learning is how to just kind of get through things quicker and just build things out. So that's going to be it for the streams for this week. So I'm gonna have all this good. Let's see. Content. YouTube embeds sorting out metadata. Oops, not good. Push. Okay. So that's kind of going to be it for tonight. Yeah, so it wasn't super productive night because writer's block and just the general thing of overthinking things too much and stuff. So we're going to come back to it this next week. We're going to definitely finish off the content that we can finish off in the first session, and then start to get into just more styling and trying to make the site look a little bit nicer than it is now. It's not terrible, but I just want to give it a lot more character. Might look at pulling in some like textures to use, and not go crazy. Maybe some like nice content or decoration images for like background images and stuff like that to like really flesh out, personalize it, make people like really connect with it and understand like who I am and what I'm about. So next stream is going to be on next Monday, and we might do another 4-day stream, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. If not, I'm probably going to see about staying on later, so two streams, but for a longer period of time. Probably try and stay on for at least like 3 hours, or try and get on early, try and get 4 hours and really kick in. But yeah, as always, thanks everyone for watching. If you're from the future, thanks for coming back, and auf Wiedersehen. Have to ask some people from work for different goodbyes in different languages. Till next time.